wanna be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Set to kick off.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So that'll back them up 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
It's 4th and goal.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
A quick throw, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Patriots nothing.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. The intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Set to kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. 30, the 20, 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. To throw his car. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Carr now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
Well, he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Carr. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Carr. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Raiders 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Slings this deep for... Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Patriots 17. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you plan to back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They run it again with Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Operating from the gun, Carr. And the Raiders have got him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 38, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. It's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
McCaffrey on the
no gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the... Defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Patriots 17. Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's called for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
At the 48-yard line.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
New England.
Again, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Carr will try it again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from the corner. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run. Chubb. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Big offensive